Good morning. I'm just waiting to see if a couple of more people are going to come in here. I have something to address, but I hope everyone is having a beautiful morning this morning. Hey, Albani. Hey, Steele. Of course, I know you two were coming, and I said that I was going to do a live this morning, and I meant that. Well, overnight, as Logic does his thing, I chime in when I wake up from those meds. And so he has his new thing, the supercomputer. Well, I called up to ask the supercomputer a question. Well, I don't even know if I should say her name because I'm not trying to give her that. But in the same turn, I was disrespected because truly she has me mixed up with somebody else. Anywho, I don't take to going to people's panels and disrespecting anybody. Uh, so I wanted to clear something up because she has the wrong one. It's not about it wasn't about her. Not with me it wasn't. You know, she wanted to make her name relevant. Hello, Jacqueline. Good morning to you. I hate for you to hear this, but just fasten your seatbelt. Anyway, it was a lot of us on the panel, and we were talking and having a good time as always. And somebody I guess must have said something that she didn't like, but she also was saying things that other people didn't like or agree with. You know, of course, everybody in here knows that I rock with straight drop and Logic, of course. They're my dudes. They're good people. And I guess someone in the chat or on the panel said something that she didn't like, and so she wanted to come in. And that's fine and dandy. But when you go on the attack, being disrespectful from the gate, what do you think you're going to get? I understand we as a people have our certain types of aggressions. And when you feel that somebody is being wronged and you want to speak up, that's cool too. Not that the person can't speak up for themselves, but that's still cool too. But when you have a group of people on a panel and you cannot see them, you're only hearing voices, and voices are going at the same time. How in the hell can you pick out one and then get to calling names? It's crazy to me. Logic told me not to worry about it, and I understand that. But he wasn't the one being disrespected in a way that the ladies were being disrespected by another lady, because that's all I know to call her. Like I said, I heard her story on Straight Drops panel, and it was really moving, and I felt for her. But at the same time, don't ever get it twisted and take anybody's kindness for weakness before you even get a chance to meet them, hear them, or console you, give you advice, or anything. I'm almost 50 years old, and I don't have time to play games with people who have been through things or situations and they're hurt. Don't take it out on me, ma'am. And that's basically what I had to say. Just know that you can't have anybody control anyone else. You're your own person, ma'am, and I'm my own person. And you won't be calling me bitches and hoes and telling somebody else to control them hoes. I couldn't believe it. Y'all, my mouth fell open. I was like, and I was quiet. I just stayed quiet because the people that were in the chat or calling up, half of them might have wanted to entertain it. I don't know. I can't speak for them, but I wasn't going to entertain her. I just wanted to ask one question and got twisted up in a whole bunch of mess. I finally did get to ask the supercomputer. Well, Logic's going to ask the supercomputer my question. But I did want to address her and ask her one question and ask her, why did she pick me to call my name out? And I just wanted to clarify that with her. You called the wrong person. But anywho, how is everyone this morning? I'm sorry, Detox. I was upset because someone was cussing me out, calling me all kinds of names, and I was just trying to address that. And I had to say what they called me so that they would know who I was talking about. I do apologize for that because that's not who I am or what I'm about. Blocked? I don't have you blocked. I don't have you blocked. You know you have my number. You know you can call me anytime. I didn't even get a chance to tell you on the panel what I wanted to tell you because it all went haywire and left to the left before I could even say anything. And if you go back and read my comment was, I was glad that you were able to conversate without being disrespectful or being disrespected. That was my comment. I don't go on the attack of anybody. That's all I wanted to happen anyway, is to see you have a good conversation go down with that. However it went down, whether it was on a panel or behind the scenes. I think I told you that too, maybe last month or so, that it'll work itself out, and I hope it did. Now, I don't know where all this is coming from. I don't know if you're still here because I can't see. Are you still there? I'm that same. Oh, y'all can see that? Anyway, I'm done with that. I just wanted to wish everybody a great day. Stay warm because it's freezing cold here. Think I'm gonna do something good. No walking this morning for me. It's too cold out. I'll have to figure out another way to get my exercise in this morning. So what is everybody else going to do today? It's Wednesday. My grand crooks get out of school at 1 p.m. So we're going to have a cookie bake. Okay. What doesn't make sense? Jacqueline, tell me what doesn't make sense. Okay, Albani, have a great day at work. Jacqueline, I think you're in the wrong channel because there is no madness over here. But thank you, and you have a blessed day too. Anywho, just like everybody else that feels disrespected and have a channel, um, that's what their channel is for. Nobody has madness over here. I don't start madness. I don't create madness. I be over here doing my thing, and I very seldom even make a live. I'm still a work in progress, trying to get it together before I even, uh, roll up the curtain. So, for anybody that was in that chat and they know, they're welcome, and they voice their opinions, and I'm going to voice mine. I don't get in between anybody's thing, anybody's issues. I really would like for everybody's issues out. Can it be done? I don't know. Will it be done? I don't know. I can just hope for the best for everybody. And that's all I can say. I don't disrespect anybody. I just don't do that. So with that being said, I hope everything works out for everybody, you know. And if it doesn't, or people have tried, um, I can say bless them for trying. That's all I can say. Bless the efforts of those who are trying to get together on a one-on-one and hash out their issues. Good, bad, ugly, or indifferent. That's what I hope for. Whether they know it or not, I don't know. People take things differently. Certain words trigger people off to make them think that you are coming at them in an aggressive way, or certain questions and everything. It's just really hard when you've been hurt, or feelings have been hurt and things have been said. Sometimes it is no coming back from certain things, but only those people know, and only those people can try, you know. So salute to everybody who is in agreements of trying to work out differences that they have with others, regardless of who they rock with. And especially when people don't know the whole entire history of what the beef is. From my understanding, the people that are having issues, it stems from way, way back leading up to now. And really, no one can do anything about that. From way back to now, the only thing that people know from the past 6 months, maybe, or the past 4 months, or the past 3 months, or the past 2 months, is all that they know. So unless they know them personally, they'll never know the whole thing from either side. And people learn every day not to get involved after they've listened to things for so long. They would rather stay neutral and not comment. Well, when a person does that, they're still being side-eyed and looked at because one person feels like, well, you should have took my side. Or the other person is like, you should have took my side. No. No, no, no. If a person wants to stay neutral, just let them stay neutral. Nobody has time for that. It's stressful, especially when you care for all parties involved. What do you do? What would you do? That's my question. What would you do as a person if you were involved or had a group that you really dug and somebody has an issue with the other one? What would you do as a sub or a spectator or as a friend? Because you could tell them all day long, well, you need to talk to him, or you need to talk to her, or y'all can, need to talk to each other. Well, damn it, if you say that, they may look at you and say, oh, you don't know what you're talking about, or stay out of it. Well, in the first place, you should have stayed out of it anyway. You can try to give your best advice to your loved ones, even in your real life, and it'll go downhill real quick. My sister and I may get into an argument as a perfect example. Now, does that mean that my daughter or my niece, who are the same age, should get into it? That'll start them to arguing. That's my mama. That's my mama. Your mom can't talk to my mama like that, or your mama shouldn't have said this to my mama. How crazy is that? Those dynamics are dangerous. My sister and I might argue about some of the craziest things about who called my mom last. She'll say, I called mama last. I'll be like, no, I just got off the phone with her, so that makes me the one that called her last. Something as simple as that, could blow up into anything. And then later on, you look at it, it was dumb as hell and funny too. Because why? She's the youngest, I'm the oldest. I know she's fighting for that attention. She's been getting it all her life. I don't care. That's my little sister. I still will fight for her. So that's just a thing that happens. And then when people have misunderstandings and they sit back and cool off, they could see maybe where both parties was wrong. Both parties said something that they didn't mean. But what's going on now is way bigger than that. And it's not going to easily be fixed. It's just not. So for anybody that has anything to say about these beefs going on or issues that people have, I see they don't like to call it beef anymore. Just pray for them. It's two people that I just don't even engage with, period. And I don't care how everybody praises them or what kind of following they have. I'm just not going to do it because I can see it for myself that that's not a good place for me to be. So why would I even go there? I'm not, and I wouldn't. And that's the very reason why I don't call people's names. If I'm talking and someone comes in here and says something, then they're feeling some kind of way thinking that I'm talking about them, and I'm not. Because that's another thing that I don't do. I just like to go to different chats and enjoy myself. That's it. That's all. I'm not the one putting out the content when I go to chats, so people have to hold those channel holders responsible for whatever it is they do. Not the chat, not the people in the chat. Because the people in the chat sometimes may be the instigators. Who knows? But anyway, with that being said, this was short. I'm not even going to be on here long. I was just trying to give somebody the opportunity to come back so that I could address them. And I guess they're not. But I don't know how to block anybody. I don't even know how to give people wrenches. So that's just crazy. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And you're welcome at any time you catch me going live. Shoot, what else was I going to say? Oh yeah. It's Wednesday. And like I said, my grand crooks get out of school at 1 o'clock. I do believe that it is going to be a cookie bake day because it is freezing cold here where we live. And I just want to do something with them. Oh, yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. It can be a pleasant experience on YouTube if people would just mind their business, really, and do what they do on their channels. Of course, people are going to criticize and do everything that they can to do to take out their enemy. I guess that would be the correct wording for it. But I'm not into that. I don't know anything about the inner workings of YouTube. I'm new. And as it's looking right now, I really don't care to know anything about the inner workings of it. I just want to get on here and do my little lives and maybe some of my uploads and stuff like that, and just so people can get to know me. And of course, people are going to have a natural, oh, I don't like her, or oh, she ain't about anything or anything. And that's fine too. They're not hurting me because I don't know them. And I hear them say this all the time. It shows, okay, I have 7 people watching me and only 2 likes. Can I get those likes up to number 7 as well to make it equal? Oh boy. Oh boy, that cracked my side. I don't know. I don't even know if I said that good, but I don't care. It was funny to me. Oh, and for those of you who didn't know, I am a cornball. Yes, I'm very corny. I will laugh at my own jokes because why? My own jokes, I laugh at myself. That's who I laugh at. You put yours up. You put yours up. What? Oh, you have a channel, Jacqueline. Oh, see, I told you I'm slow. I'm slow, girl. I forgot all about that, like, because I wasn't serious, but thank you. That's just how quick that went past me because I don't care anything about that. I just said it because I hear other people saying it, and it just be funny to me. But thank you, though. I appreciate it. You won't go to jail. Ah, ooh, I can understand that. But do like I do. Cover your screen and just do your video. You don't have to address anybody. You can talk about your day. You can talk about your children and their antics. You can talk about how much change you find in the pockets when you're pulling them out to do the laundry. How much change you find in your couch when you pull the cushions off to vacuum them out. Oh, that's a gold mine there. I love finding change. I like jingle money. Uh, I'm not trying to go to jail either. I would not survive. Oh, I get it. Well, let me tell you what you do about that. Now, I do know a little something about that. If you want to do you a YouTube, just go and make you up an account and use a different name and avatar and just go from there. I mean, if you want to be private so that you'll be able to do your videos like you want to without being harassed or anything like that. I don't know why people go to digging into people's business trying to find out who's who. It doesn't make any sense to me. I hope so too. I hope so too. I wish you nothing but the best as well. YouTube is a big place, and it's enough room for everyone to do whatever it is they want to do. You know, no, everybody's not gonna agree with what you do. Just like I don't agree with a lot of things that somebody do. But just because you're affiliated with someone doesn't mean you condone everything that they do. It really doesn't. And then people are grown and they shouldn't have to explain that to anyone. Anyone, really, they shouldn't. I don't know anything about jail or any of that. That's why I just get on here and just talk about me and do what I do. It just so happens this morning I just had to put that out there in defense of myself without bashing anyone, without calling anybody names, without even stating any kind of beef. It just doesn't make any sense to me. All I know is that I didn't appreciate it being disrespected, and that's why I came to my own platform to address it. Whether this reaches the masses or the person that did it, I don't know. It's really not. It just shows a lack of integrity and a lack of immaturity when you just attack someone for no reason. And if they never come back here, that's fine. But no one is blocked from my channel because my channel is not a big channel. I don't even go live often enough for people to come in here and get blocked. Now, can I say I have a little confusion to the person that says they're blocked? Yes, I do. Do I have a lot of love for that person? Yes, I do. But when you can't talk and let them know that through all of this madness, what can you do? I can't do anything. And I would never do that anyway. But it's okay. I'm good. I'm good. Are you Are you in the United States, Jacqueline? Uh, is it cold where you are? Me too. Me too. What part? Well, if you don't feel comfortable saying exactly what part, I understand. But that's where I am too. I'm in Louisiana too. I'm in Shreveport. We're not too far from one another. Did you guys get any snow? Yes, yes, ma'am, I am. Very close to you. My grandson, just came back from Baton Rouge over the weekend. They had a trip there. They went to a college campus. I can't remember which one. I don't even think he told me, for that matter, that little fart. But he had a blast. He let me know that. He did have a blast, and he came home with a lot of stuff. Well, then you and her know how cold it is. That's why I didn't get out and do my walk this morning. I said, shoot, bump that. I I just couldn't I just couldn't make it. Okay, I bet they love that. You know, if it snows here, they shut the bridges down, and it basically kind of like puts the city. My mom got snow the other day, and I missed the snow. I haven't seen the snow in 9 or 10 years. And that's in Oklahoma. I'm originally from Oklahoma. And when it snows there, it shuts our city down. I mean, nobody goes to work. Everything gets shut down. All you see are trucks, city trucks, digging people out, clearing the roadways, because you can't get out to do anything. And I miss that. I really do. I miss that. Making snowmen, snowballs, snow forts. None of my grandcrooks have seen snow but one. And I don't think he remembers it because he was just 2 years old, maybe. But I've been gone from home for so long. I've been here in Louisiana almost 20 years. And when I go home, I can't take that particular type of cold anymore. It makes my bones hurt. Arthritis is hell when it's wintertime, but oh my goodness, when it's bone cold like that and all that snow and stuff, whoo, I can't take it. And it's too hot there too. It gets so hot in the summertime, I promise you, you don't see anything outside but the ants, because flies don't even fly around. It gets so hot there. You went to Job Corps in Oklahoma, Treasure Lake Job Corps? I went to Job Corps there too. I went to Treasure Lake. Took up cement finishing. What was your trade? Oh, okay. Okay. They did some remodeling of that. Which one did she go to? They did some remodeling of the one here. It's still little, but it looks nice. As a matter of fact, I live in the same neighborhood as the Job Corps. Treasure Lake Job Corps. Okay. Well, that's the one in Oklahoma. I forgot what the one here is called, but I live in the same neighborhood as it. I just live down the street from it. And yeah, Queensboro. Mm-hmm. I think Job Corps is a good place for young people to go to if they feel that they can't stay in high school and they want to get their education and a trade. I think it's a great thing. I loved it when I went, and more young people should go. Even if they're a high school graduate, I think it's all kinds of things that they could learn. To the one in Oklahoma, probably more than, how long ago was it? No, I didn't make it here until 2000. I turned 30 years old here in Shreveport. But I came to visit here in 98 first. I came to visit here in 98 and I came in 99 with my fiance. But I actually didn't move here until 2000. And it's funny because I didn't even intend on being here like I was. Sure, go ahead. Okay. I was dating a guy and he was in the army and we decided to get married. And this is where he's from. And I came to visit my mother-in-law, or soon to be mother-in-law, and went into Popeye's Chicken and filled out an application just for the hell of it because they had the now hiring sign up on the marquee, the little venue thing. And a week later, they called me and asked me could I come in for an interview, and I said yeah. So I ended up staying, and I called my mom and told her I found a job and I'm going to stay here and try it out. And that's how I ended up here. I didn't get married though, but it just gave me something else. It gave me a new chapter. That's how I can put it. It gave me a new chapter to the book of my life. Because I had been in Oklahoma all of my life. And I just wanted something different. And When I got here, that's what I got. Something different. The culture, the people, the language, the just everything was different. Really, that's what a lot of people say. I don't feel like I'm stuck. I loved it here. I've always wanted to be here. My mom told me I was crazy because it's a poor state, but I love Louisiana. Um, I love the people. Yeah, I do. The food is wonderful. Um, it's all types of things to do here that it wasn't to do where I came from. You know, we didn't have city transportation when I left Oklahoma. They have it now, and it runs so crazy. I mean, it's confusing, but nevertheless, they have it. When I got to Shreveport, it just amazed me that I could get on a bus and go anywhere I wanted to go in the city. My daughter is ready to go now. She's ready to go. She wants to go to Dallas. That scares me to death. Everybody wants to go to Dallas or Houston. I'm like, what the hell? Well, yeah, they do have more than, yeah, they do. They have more. But so what? The crime rate is more. The rent is more. I don't know how the jobs pay out there depending on what type of occupation you want. You know, hell, even if you're flipping burgers and shaking fries, you're making money. So I guess that's why people migrate to that place. Like I said, I'm a cornball. I would pick myself up and go to Colorado. You know, if I was going to go somewhere else, I would go to Colorado or Nebraska. You know, I would go to somewhere where nobody wouldn't think I would go. Ontario, Canada. Someplace like that. I just wouldn't limit myself to Texas. Which one you want to go to, Colorado or Nebraska? Or Ontario? Ooh, I think living in Canada would be the bomb. Yeah. I had a cousin that was in the Air Force and he was in Colorado. He loved it. Well, my uncle was in the Air Force. I have two uncles and two cousins that were in the military. And all of them loved Colorado. Korea, they loved Korea when they went over there. Um, so I don't know. I would travel to places like that. It might sound crazy, but like I said, I'm a cornball. I can live in the country or in the city. It doesn't matter. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, we have something in common. You have a brother that passed, and I have a son that passed. So there, we have something in common about the passing. Thank you. It's nice to talk with you too. A different dynamic always is good. My brother's mother just passed. We just buried her this past Saturday. So, I'm still thinking about that too, and I'm worried about him. I try to get him to come to my apartment every day just so that I could harass him like I always do and tell him he's my little tank head brother so we can get into an argument And I can tell him I got this hot sauce bottle ready to bust him upside his head with it. And he'll fall out laughing. I just want to make sure that he's okay in a mental place. Because nothing can take the pain away from losing a loved one, whether it's a sibling, your own child, or your mother or father. It hurts regardless, and it's just going to take a while for him to mend. But I just want to make sure that he's okay mentally. That's all. Make sure that he eats, because he's a little fat boy too. And for some odd reason, death takes everything from a person for a good while. So I could see him losing some weight, because he really does. Well, I take that back. Yesterday, I got him to eat 2 beef hot dogs and some chili. I know that it did, baby. I know that it did. I'm still blessed to have mine. And I talk to her every day. And I really have been wanting to take a trip to see my mom. And they took the daggone Greyhound bus station away. Listen, my daddy passed away in 1998. I still miss my daddy. I still miss him. I still want to talk to him. I still have questions that only a dad can answer, you know, especially when it comes to no good men or men's intentions. And I just felt like I'm lost because I don't have him here to tell me those answers or to answer my questions. So I understand where you're coming from. Does it get easier? I hear people say that, and I guess that it does, but it doesn't stop you from thinking about that parent or missing that parent, because it's just like he was here yesterday to me, and I don't have anybody to tell me any more chicken jokes. I don't have him here to watch him think he's a player. Because my daddy used to wear 3-piece suits from the 70s with his stacks, riding a bicycle with a straw brim hat on. And boy, that was the funniest sight to me. Oh, wow. I've lost one auntie on my mom's side. All of my grandma's kids are still living except for my one aunt. So I'm still blessed in that aspect. On my dad's side, oh gosh, my grandmother had 13 children, and I think that it is only, let's see, it's about 7 of them left now. So I know what you mean. Just start asking questions. Put your family tree together and see how many, on each side can tell you what about them. And just reach out to them and say, hey, auntie or uncle, I just wanted to let you know that I was thinking about you and I love you. I do that now with my dad's sisters, because all of the boys are gone. All of them. There's nothing left but my aunts. And I only have one uncle, My mom has one brother, so I only have one uncle. The rest of the uncles that I do have are by marriage. Okay, okay. Hey, hey, hey. I can understand that. I can definitely understand that. It's like that with it's like that sometimes. It's like that. Yes, ma'am, I sure do. I sure do. You know, I have one auntie who's, I don't know, in her mind she is above everybody, you know. Just like the saying says, the haves and the have-nots. That's how it goes sometimes. We'll say that. Is it safe to say that? So when the haves, they won't talk to the have-nots. And I think that's just crazy. You can't take it with you. Well, that's a shame, baby. But I will pray that I will pray for change. You know, maybe you can find it in your heart to want to get to know them. One day. Because if you're the youngest, that means they should know better. And they're older and they're not going to live forever. I don't care how old you are, they're still older than you. And they should know better. And they should want to know you. You're a part of them through your dad. I know all of my aunties and uncles on my dad's side. I'm not as close with them as I am with my mom's siblings, but it's only because we've grown up and everybody is scattered across the United States, and nobody is close anymore either, whether they grew up with one another or not. They're not as close. The only time you see people coming close together is when there's a funeral. And then still you have some people who are so ignorant and full of themselves that they'll clown at a funeral with another family member, instead of looking at the big picture of a loved one no longer being here with us. To me, that's the perfect opportunity to set aside anything and embrace one another and start over. Even if it takes that, starting over. That's better than nothing at all. Now, when you get together with people, well, I'm not from the South. I'm from the Great Plains, and it still goes that way. So I've seen it happen where I come from too, you know. You have one group sitting on one side of the repast and another group sitting on the other side, and you can see the tension. You can cut it with a knife, and you just like waiting for it to see who's getting ready to start up something. It was like that at my daddy's repast. I was very upset, and people kept coming up to me talking about, do you remember me? Do you remember me? Do you remember me? Oh, I went to school with your dad, and where's your mom? And I'm like, wait a minute. Yes. I'm like, wait a minute. What does my mom have to do with this? And why is it any of your business? And no, I don't remember you. I do apologize. I was 2 years old, maybe. Don't know you. So I was kind of like being pulled in all kind of directions and really didn't know what to say to them people and without being ugly or rude. But I did address them, and it wasn't in a rude manner, like I said, and I just got up out of there and got in a truck with my then boyfriend slash fiance, and I was ready to go because I didn't want to engage with those people because I didn't know who they were and I didn't know what their motives were, and the questions that they were asking me were, they just shook me because I felt like, what the hell kind of question is that? You know what I mean? So I don't like people to try to push my buttons and take me out of my character or knock me off my square, as the new waves say. You know, I'm not a hostile person. I've never been. And I've been through a lot of things that would make a person be hostile. But it's all through the grace of the Lord that I'm not. And I'm thankful. So most of the time I'm targeted because they think I'm soft. I'm not soft by any means. I just know how to let a person do them aggressively if they want to, because I don't have to answer for it, they do. What do you do in Alexandria? Well, yeah, that's about all anybody can do. Do you have children? I can feel you on that. I think I became a homebody person by the time I graduated Job Corps. I was 23. And at that point in time, the club didn't owe me anything. Oh, congratulations, girl. You're almost through with your journey in motherhood as far as them being in the home. I have one child living and one deceased, and she's 31. And then, of course, I have my grand crooks. I have 6 of those. 5 of them live here, and 1 lives in Minden. Where you want to go on vacation to? I used to say I want to go on vacation, but I'm scared to fly. I'm really scared to leave out of this country. My sister goes to the Bahamas and Jamaica's a lot. Yeah, girl, do that. Do that. Go see if you can make one of them slot machines rain on you. I wouldn't mind going to Vegas myself. All those casinos. You know we have, what, 6 or 7 of them here. And I don't even go here, so hell, I'm just talking. But Vegas is something different. I don't gamble either. That's why I said I'm just talking. I wouldn't mind going. You know, I'm so tight. Maybe if they had an actual penny machine, I might try it then. I only like to go for the buffets. That's the only reason why I go. Now I can go sit with somebody that is gambling and just walk around and look at the different machines and how they different types of games. But other than that, take me to eat. That's all I want to do. Get me in the buffet or one of their little specialty restaurants. Because you know how they do at the casinos here. They got them drinks flying everywhere. All them little cocktails, waitresses running around hollering, cocktails, beverages, cocktails, beverages. I'll be cracking my side up. I go to the window and get my own because I don't know if they stuck their finger in my drink or not. I'm crazy like that. Girl, I couldn't work at Joe's Crab Shack. I be trying to take me a break every time and give me some eat me some crab legs. That's all I want. Can I get some crab legs? With some good sweet tea. I think the Horseshoe has the best buffet here. I'm a chicken strip fanatic. I love chicken strips. That's basically all I eat, chicken strip. I love those down home smoked sausage though. Who doesn't love down home smoked sausage? Anytime someone comes to Louisiana or move, yeah, well, as long as I've been here, I've never eaten at Cane's. I've never had theirs. I've had what's the name of them? Zaxby's. I eat there. Yeah, it's a lot of places here I haven't eaten at. Zaxby's, that's the name of it. They have a Raleigh's and Checkers here. I've never eaten there. I'm gonna have to put all those places on my bucket list. I'm from Oklahoma, like I said, and we have this store called Brahms. They need one of those here. Let's see. I've never eaten at the Checkers, but I'm going to put that on my bucket list. think I had that heater on too high because I done got hot. But it was cold overnight and I wasn't trying to freeze. Yeah, put that on your bucket list. I see the commercials all the time. And it's just down the street, down Juella. And, I don't know. Maybe I'll have my daughter take me for lunch one day. Maybe we could do that as a mom and daughter duo. Dynamic duo. Without the kids. Yeah, I just went in there and turned mine down because, whew, I know it's hot if I'm sweating and I'm hot. And haven't done any exercise. Like I said, I'm not taking a walk today. It's too cold. I'll exercise my little fat butt in this house today. I have some programs on my TV that I could do, so hey, that'll be okay. I'll be doing stuff while I'm cooking my dinner today. I got them beans going. Of course, I'm gonna have me some pinto beans and yellow rice and some baked chicken and probably some cornbread. Oh yeah, like I said, my grandcrooks get out of school at 1 o'clock today. And every Wednesday, they're always busting up in my house talking about, Grandma, this is my grandson. Grandma, you cook? My granddaughter said, Grandma, I can smell it all the way around the corner. Oh, I'm doing some pinto beans with yellow rice, baked chicken, and some cornbread. My granddaughter doesn't like barbecue sauce, so I'm only going to put it on half. I'm going to have some baked barbecue chicken and just some regular baked chicken because she won't eat it with the barbecue sauce on it. She don't like it. And that's it. By the time they leave away from here, it won't be anything left. Just those two alone. My oldest grandson is 13 and he eats like a grown man. When I tell you that boy can eat 3 chicken thighs and a big old bowl of beans with rice, and he loves cornbread. He'll eat half the pan of cornbread. Yes, she black. Yes, she is. But she's like her grandma too, you know. I think my daughter puts too much on it when she cooks it, and she just doesn't like barbecue sauce. Just give her chicken plain and she will eat barbecue off the grill, but she still don't want the barbecue sauce. She don't want it touching nothing. So, I have to do her special. Now she will eat the mess out of some greens. She loves greens and cornbread with hot sauce. Good morning, Tony. How are you? What you doing? Yeah, she black. She'll tear them greens up. I'll tear them greens up. I usually mix them with cabbage. I like to mix my greens with cabbage. But everybody here loves mustard greens. And I love greens, don't get me wrong, but my favorite green is collard green. with some good old smoked turkey necks. Oh, girl, you done got me started, Jacqueline. I might have to run and get me some greens. Yeah, I take a whole cabbage and I start the greens off first, of course, because it takes a little longer to do the collard greens than it does the mustards. But since I'm here, I just do the since I just do the mustard, I start the mustard greens off first because it really don't take them long to cook. And then I shred my cabbage. And I just by the time the mustard greens are almost done, I just put my cabbage off in there and let it go for about 10 or 15 minutes. And it's good. Be careful, Tony, while you working on them cars and stuff. I've been missing you, Tony. Don't think you're never too far away from my thoughts, because you're not. I think about you all the time. Be thinking about that music. I just haven't got this medicine thing regulated yet. I be falling asleep, Tony. I mean, it just lays me down. I can't even fight it either. I put my boxing gloves on as soon as I take my medicine. And once I start finding myself nodding out, I start punching myself. Like, come on, get with it, get with it, get with it. It doesn't work. Shit. I give a good fight, but I lose every time. I'm not the champ. Oh, I'm sorry, Jacqueline. I just quit talking. But that's the trick that I do. I shred my cabbage. And then I just put it off in there slowly. And I got a jar of chopped jalapeno peppers. I put some of those in there too, just to give it a little spice, and pour a little of that juice in there. And she'll tear it up. I used to make hot water cornbread all the time. Well, that's too much work now. I just do hush puppies. What kind of car are you working on today, Tony? Oh no, I wouldn't sell those plates. If you're close enough to get one, I'll hook you up. You and them babies. And then I'll slide the recipe on top of your plate so you could do it just how I do it, and it'll turn out just how I turn it out, and you'll love it. You eat oxtails too, Jacqueline? All right now. Tony, is it cold up there yet? Is it snowing? You'll be the one that I'll try to break my neck to send some good soup to. Oh, hell no, I don't do no pigtails. Mm-mm. I don't do pigtails. I don't do chitlins. I don't do pig feet, hog maws. Ugh. I know how to cook it, but I don't eat it. Turkey necks. Oh, my goodness. I hope you're wrapped up really good, because it's that many degrees here. You know it's close to Thanksgiving, and them damn chitlins and all that stuff gonna be flying off the shelves. I don't want no parts of that. Now, if you say turkey necks, you got me. Regular turkey necks or smoked turkey necks. Oh, yes, indeedy. With some purple hull peas and okra. Oh, my goodness. It's going down. They do stink. Oh my goodness. And that takes me back to my big mama cooking them things. I guess that's why she used to throw them potatoes and onions in there. What you mean today? You wasn't dressed warm the other day? It must not have been cold. I've been thinking about making me a deconstructed cabbage roll soup. And that ain't nothing but where you shred the cabbage and do your ground meat, whether it's turkey or beef, and you put your, oh yeah, girl, I can make a mean gumbo. I just be trying different recipes and stuff that come to my mind. Turn out pretty good too. Well, I tell you, I test stuff on my Grand Crooks, and if it goes all right, the way I know it goes okay is if it's nothing left. Some things they ease into, like I had to trick them and make a zucchini, and tell them that it was squash, which it really is a squash, but they were used to the yellow squash. But they ate it and it was pretty good. After they ate it, I told them what it was. Yes, I love cabbage rolls. That's why I said I was sitting up here trying to figure out a way to deconstruct them. So I was thinking about just shredding the cabbage, browning the hamburger meat with the onions and bell peppers, and I was gonna use some diced tomatoes, rotel tomatoes, and some spaghetti sauce, and put it all in the pot and see how that turned out and make a soup out of it with some rice. I think I'll use wild rice and throw some mushrooms in there and make a soup and see how it come out. And you're more than welcome. You are more than welcome. Because I got a big stock pot like they use in the mess hall. Thank you. Excuse me. You so silly, girl. I need some too, but I'm okay. It don't take much to make that. It really don't. Cabbage is cheap. Rotel tomatoes are cheap. And spaghetti sauce is cheap too. And rice is too. It don't take much. Most of the stuff I usually have up in that cabinet. Mushrooms. I got the jar kind this time. Usually I get a little crate of the fresh ones. But all that's cheap. I love feeding people. Food is good for the soul. And when you can sit down and enjoy something with people, a group of people, it makes it that much better. Olive Garden make me sick with their commercials because everybody's eating and happy. So damn it, I could do it too. Yes. Well, it will if you go in the store hungry. That's the one thing people shouldn't do is go grocery shopping when they're hungry because they're going to make them snap decisions and pick all the wrong things. I go grocery shopping by the week. Oh, yeah. And it just brings people together in a loving way, you know? I like to make a list or make a little chart for every day of the week and just figure out, okay, Monday is going to be a soup night, soup and sandwich. Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. Wednesday, um, make some kind of grilled dish, whether it's grilled chicken or, oh girl, yeah, they will. You know, like a grilled chicken salad or something Wednesday. Thursday, um, hmm, pot roast or something. Friday and Saturday is fend for yourself with all the leftovers that are in the refrigerator. Put you something together and make it happen. And then Sunday, but I try to pick what I'm cooking for every day of the week. It seems like my budget is better that way if I decide what I'm going to cook for each day. And then I know exactly how much I'm going to spend. And that's how I make my little stuff last. I'm an old lady on a fixed income with grand crooks that will eat me out of house and home. So I got to stick to that budget. Peanut butter and jelly sandwich never hurt anybody. And I'll triple decker them. Toast the bread and make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches with some good old milk. And you're in there. You know I call them my grand crooks, Tony. You know it. I want half the profits. You ain't no pawpaw yet. But they are grand crooks, though. I'm going to tell you why I call them grand crooks. Because they steal your heart. They steal your kisses. They steal your hugs. And they steal all your little snacks that you have put back for yourself. I swear I can't have nothing to myself. My granddaughter is the head of the clan. She always wants something that I got. If I say it's poison, she want to try it. I said, did you hear me, sweet baby? Because I call her my sweet baby. She said, Grandma, what you got? I said, poison. And she said, can I have some? I said, did you just hear me tell you that this is poison? It's going to kill you. She said, well, why you ain't dead? I couldn't do nothing but give her some. I could have turned into a 6-year-old and fought her my doggone self. Ooh, she made me so mad that day. Why you ain't dead then? Hell, quit asking for my stuff. You know? She love hot tea. Okay, dang. She loves coffee. Oh, Grandma, I see the red light is on the coffee pot. It is some coffee in there. I had some in my cup. It was cold. I said, I'm going to pour it out. She said, people drink cold coffee too, Grandma. I just gave it to her because I'm like, what? She just wasn't going to stop y'all until she got it. Yeah, that's what we do. I mean, shoot. Crackers. I love club crackers. She eats club crackers. She just came over here the other day and got a can of my soup. Grandma, I love soup. I'm hungry. Okay, get you a can. No, no, no. Her and my grandson have been drinking coffee since they were born. And I just don't get it. My grandson, ever since they've been on this earth, they've been with the coffee, so I give it to them. Before they go to school, they get them some hot coffee waiting at the bus stop. I do that because it's too cold to be standing out there and you don't have anything warm in you. I give them hot tea too, green tea, lemon ginger tea. They be with it. I ain't gonna never grow up. Tony, I need you to send me some roasted peanuts from Jersey. Lord, I've been on here almost an hour and 30 minutes, and I said I wasn't going to be on here long. Jacqueline, it's your fault. I'm going to blame it on you because I said that I was going to not be on here long, and you kept talking to me, so I guess that was what the Lord wanted, and I appreciate you, baby. I surely do. Are you gonna did you do well hell I don't know. I don't even know why I'm asking, but I'm gonna ask anyway. Cause I'm just gonna be truthful. Once I take my medicine and by the time 5:30, 6 o'clock comes, I'm out like a light. And I don't wake up until around 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. Thank you. You're welcome to come back anytime you see that little live button. I enjoyed you so much. And you really helped take my mind off of what I was talking about this morning. And I appreciate that. I really do. Okay, baby. I hope you have a blessed day. A great one too. Tony, my baby. I know you're working and you probably can't stop to type, but I wanted to thank you too for coming in and talking with me. And I got mad love for you, Tony, because you grace my soul with some good music that puts me in a better place, and I love that. And I want to thank you for that. And I'm going to try my best to stay up so that I can come to the spot. I need to digress from the madness of these streets. And oh gosh, I'm so glad I said every time I go live, I was going to shout out one name every time I went live. And that's to my boy, World News in the building. Okay, I'll be there. I'll do my best to be there. World News in the building, bringing news to us throughout these YouTube streets and beyond. I love that dude. I love him. He is such a stand-up guy. And like I said, I'm going to keep my word. Every time I go live, that's y'all going to hear me shout him out. World News. And Jacqueline, I need for you to subscribe to Tony Last. He will rock your soul like it's never been rocked before. He's funny. He gives good information too throughout playing the music and everything. Some great advice, and he comes correct. He's truthful. Okay. He's truthful, and he'll just tell you what it is. You ask him his honest opinion about something, he's going to give it to you. Whether they like it or not, that's what they ask for, he going to give it to them. So, with that being said, you all that I was mingling with, Tony and Jacqueline, I want you guys to have a blessed day. I don't know who the other two people are in here, but you have a blessed day as well. Thank you again for the thumbs up, and thank you for taking the time out just to come hear me ramble about nothing. You know what it is, Tony. One love. Peace.